That's who. Popular demand. Popular demand. Back in black. Here we are. The Macho Huck. And not running wild in the sense like how Hulk Hogan is by firing certain people because he don't want them promoting his beer. I'm just saying, I don't know if that's true or not, but that was a wild story. I seen it and I was like, okay, let's see where this goes. And I've heard zero more else about it. Haven't heard anything else about it. You know, I would probably try it, but it's an IPA, and I'm not sure. Like I don't unpopular opinion maybe, but I don't like Steve Austin's beer either. It's not really that good. It's yeah. You can order it online. I mean, I wouldn't waste your money or time. So oh, I don't know if I'm old school or what I am. I like to stay home, do my podcast here with you, play my game, and I'm good. I can drink alone, as they say. I can smoke a little sesame. Right. I got it. I'm ready. My Puerto Rico is really good. Yeah, we got Tiffy time on SmackDown right now. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it was the best thing I'd seen on AEW in quite a minute. Absolutely. I, I, they're doing well. It's not. No, I don't think it's as good. I mean, the way that they've made this all, plotted this all out on Liv and Rhea. I mean, it's really good. It's really, and especially with Dominic, it's really good. But I'm not. That's not taking away anything from AEW on this one. I'm actually going to praise them that this impressed me, and I was happy. True. Yeah, it's. I mean, that's true. Right. Um, let's see. Oh God, you had to get. I mean, I'm catching Tiffany and Bailey right now. I know that's not the top five, but it's pretty interesting so far. By speaking by speaking volumes, do you mean the little blue football things that you can take that make you feel good, or are you talking about volume as like? Yes, I know. Yes, exactly. It is. Yeah. Again, I'm happy Swerve's still the champion. He's doing well. I mean, uh, I don't really like most of his opponents that he's been facing, but he's holding it down. It is what it is. Mm. I mean, I've been watching it for 5 years, and when it was better when it first started as opposed to now, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. No. Right. Right. Understand. You know. And they've, let's face it, over the last at least 2 years, I'm gonna say at least 2 years, they've done a lot of stupid things that are worthy of being put on the funny clip. Can you set the light over here? Over in the thing? Right. Yeah. Speaking of popping, my eyes look really nice in this light. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right. That's enough. You see, they get some good lighting. People just and I look thinner. Like things are going well. I feel confident. Oh God, no! I hate it. I hate it. I hold up. No, I'm not in a filter at all. This is natural. I just got good lighting. No, I look at some of the filters on TikTok and I'm like, we clearly know that ain't you. And then on Facebook, I'm like, what if you do disappear? No wonder we can't find your ass. That ain't you. That ain't you. Mm 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 mm. Right. Yeah. We see your big ass back there. It's fine. You got the McRibs on there. It's all good. Right. I mean, but you got to give credit where credit's due. Like there's some right. I was talking to my assistant here, and I was letting her know that my My grandmother actually just tried to give me a call. She's probably checking on us to make sure we're doing all right. And so yeah, I just wanted to tell her to give her a call. Oh no, we ain't in a state of emergency. She just she knows we just moved into a new place, so she's probably checking on us. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a lot better. I feel like I'm. Why am I so blurry? Stop it. Technology. I'm gonna be a ghost from now on. I'm still blurry. What do I need to do? Like, I'm still fucking blurry. It's fine. You know what? I'd rather be a blur. Yes. Thank you. No. I'm still upset that he's not the current Intercontinental Champion. But after this past segment that he had with Sammy, I've got big hopes that he will soon be the new Intercontinental Champion. Um, but again, I understand. We're trying to make the other fellow over here look good and everything, but he gets yet another disqualification. So, like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna wipe this off. I disappeared. It was. I mean, we can bring him and still make the man look great. He obviously is a great athlete, but again, you've taken him where he took the 1, 2, 3 loss, and then you put him in a match and he took a DQ where he flipped out and which looked great. I mean, don't get me wrong, he was gonna pick up the stairs and beat the man down. He's obviously a brute, but we got to start putting some W's in there, man. Mm-mm. No, I agree, and that's what I'm afraid of. That's what I'm afraid that they'll do, and I'd hate to see them. I don't want to use the term, and this is where we're shit talking WWE. I don't want to use the term um, dropping the ball, but you know, yeah, yeah, and exactly. You would hope so, and you would think so, but I wouldn't think there should be another way. I mean, it's the whole term of like, hey, if he doesn't win, we riot. Obviously, we're not going to riot, but we're going to feel like, well, there's Braun Breaker, broken. Yeah, um, I just I'm hoping and praying that at SummerSlam we'll see some good stuff. Nothing against Sammy. If he keeps it till SummerSlam, I think he's had a good run. He's had a good run. Yeah. Let me ask you this: how, as far as like talking about the women and the women's division, uh, Nia Jax opponent right here, how many matches do you think she's going to lose in the role until she wins one? Right. That's true. Well, I mean, well, the thing is that the pawns eventually move up on in chest, so we may see her eventually move up. So, uh, I kind of do feel the part where Triple H is doing the thing where, okay, you're in the back right now, you're one of the soldiers, you're taking it on the chin right now, but you will move up. So that's what I'm, that's what I like that he is kind of doing, that he gives everybody, it seems like, an equal opportunity. Right. Yeah. 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 I agree. Mm-hmm. That's true. I mean, I'm pretty sure Tony Khan would be glad to hire a lot of them. Right. Yeah. Right. I was looking at ourselves on camera just to make sure we looked pretty good. Vague as fuck, boy. Vain. You're so vain. I mean, a little bit. A little bit it is. I mean, half of it, I guess it is. I mean, you are the creator. I am here. Yes, you pointed in your position. You pointed at the wall, my side, but I'm assuming you was pointing for me. That was very good. I gave that a lot of props, a lot of credit. Hmm. I agree, exactly, and it looked good. Exactly. It's hard to beat that. It's hard to beat that. Right. Just that image right there, the way she's looking at Dominic, and he's looking just like so, like he's like it's like a child with his mommy. Seriously, like I'm so sorry, I don't know how to explain this. Yeah, you over here with this bubblegum titty bopping bitch, and you got me at home. Are you serious, motherfucker? Didn't say a damn thing. You know what I had forgotten? I had forgotten that Liv and Rhea had a little tag team there for a minute, and they was kind of doing the whole dominatrix type deal. So this is interesting. Yeah, yeah, I like it a lot, man. And that, I mean, come on, my assistant and fiance sitting right here, but I'm pretty sure she could say the same thing. You know, who doesn't want to watch Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley in some form and be excited that this is probably the two biggest females right now in the WWE that's like, yeah, this is hot. This is hot. No, I won't be saying that either. But because here's the thing. Here's the thing. The thing is that regardless of how you feel, whether I'm gonna be looking at them like, yeah, they nice. It's a nice thing. But at the same time, their arm drag isn't sloppy. They are very sound in the ring. Even Liv, the tremendous improvement that Liv Morgan has gone through over the last about 2 years now, with her character, in ring ability, good stuff. Yeah. Right. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and the same. I mean, less. That's true. Oh my. Oh my. Oh no. Is she really gonna do it? Hold on. Oh, 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 okay. Oh, this is gonna be a problem. This is gonna be an issue. I can read this like a book was coming at SummerSlam. Oh man. She might. I mean, she nailed that big pumpkin head of hers with that briefcase. It might be a done deal. I think it does happen, but maybe not at SummerSlam. I don't know. Nia has done very well, and I think she deserves to win, like win the belt and hold it. She's improved so much, and I'm actually glad she's back. And this bloodline, this believability and this bloodline now, even with Solo, man, I'm getting into Solo now that he's getting to kind of be more into himself. Yep. Yeah. Is the next person he pins Cody Rhodes for the world championship? Do you think we see Roman at SummerSlam return? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly. I kind of feel the same way, and I'm one of those types that if I was in that position and some, tragedy like that bestowed upon me, I would probably, instead of saying, well, you got an extra 2 or 3 months off till you come back, I'd probably like, you think there's an opportunity we can push this off because I'm ready. I need to get back. It's time. I'm one of those to take an energy like that and try to turn it into positive because in his situation, his father was so proud of him for what he became. This would be something that he would want to go forward and use as energy, positive energy. So I think we'll see him back pretty soon. If probably SummerSlam. Right. 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 That yeah. Well, right. The thing is that just imagine that you get this, Solo's looking like he's about to win here and be the next world champion. Like he's going to solidify himself as the true, you know, tribal chief, and he's closing on victory. And then you hear that majestic, most greatest top five themes probably of all time. That is Roman's current theme. My God, he has. Yeah, yeah. Tongue is. Right. That's true. There you go. The whole family. The whole family getting paid, baby. Exactly. The McMahons have been replaced by the Samoans and the imposter McMahon that married your daughter in a drive-through marriage about 20 years ago. So, mm, mm-hmm. Uh huh. Right. Uh, I blame the fact more or less that when they tried to bring in everyone, there were certain people that had contracts that extended still from Time Warner that why would you not sit at home and get that free paycheck? So, and then you got people like Sting that just didn't want to do it because he didn't believe that Vince McMahon had would be able to take care of him then, and in a way that worked out really well. I enjoy. I think some of Sting's best work is in fucking TNA. Yeah, I mean, yep, yeah. Right. If I mean, unless you was gonna buy out my contract, I totally understand. Yeah. He had some great moments, but I mean, he could be put in the Hall of Fame, and I think out of respect he should he out of respect he should be, but did he have a Hall of Fame career? Right. He was, and again, there's been people put in the Hall of Fame that for much less. Bro had a parrot. All right, he had a parrot, And I remember seeing Jim the Anvil Neidhart for some reason dressed up as a KKK member, and he fought him. I don't know what that was or why that happened, but I remember seeing it. It was a real thing. It shocked. I didn't think it was a real thing. It shocked me so bad when I seen it. I was like, why would D'Anville do this? He's Canadian. Isn't D'Anville actually really Canadian? He's the yeah, because he's they're actually kin. When did the fucking Klan invade Vegas? Like, what amount of money did they pay him? Like, here, you're going to be the fucking Klan member. You know who you're attacking? I don't know. Booker T, someone that actually matters at least. No, you're fucking attacking Coco Beware and his fucking parrot. You never seen this? It's real. It's fucking real. It's fucking real, dude. Thank you. I mean, I don't know about the aliens, but Jim Danville Neihard dressing up as a Klan member, what is the head Klan? What do they call him? What do they call the motherfucker? The lead Klan member, the Grand Wizard. I was trying to think of it because somebody called the governor of Florida the Grand Wizard about a year ago, and I was like, what? What? It's like the Grand Wizard is leading our state, and I'm like, that might be just a little much. It was it's the Santas they was talking about. He said some wild shit. I mean, but they love him in Florida, and there's a mix. You say that, but there's a mixed ass bag in Florida. I mean, a whole mixed ass bag. Yeah, right. So the thing is if I know we're going in politics, but if DeSantis is winning, then there's a lot more than just the chalkies voting for him. I'm just saying. I don't know. I'd like to think that it really does, and it does more than ever. I hate it. It's like now, so you lean more conservative, you believe in Jesus, blah blah blah, whatever. You're voting for Trump. You're a racist. I'm like, bro, not, no, no. Or if you vote left or liberal or Democrat, you're this or something. And it's like, no, not necessarily, not at all. I'm gonna vote for the most common sense I can find. Yeah, that's true. I will say this: my first time I was able to vote in my life, it was for the 2008 between Obama and old rest his soul, and I voted Democrat. That my first ever vote was voting Democrat, not because I felt I leaned left. I just felt like Barack had a whole lot more sense in his policy and everything, and he did do a great job. So he could talk. He was good on the mic, and in a way that could be dangerous. That could be dangerous, but it turned out to be okay. That too. Now, when he walked out of the damn office, people done stressed him out so damn bad he was old enough to be grandpa. But I don't blame him. When they, I would have been in there smoking 3 packs a day. Like, these motherfuckers, I hate them. They hate me. Fuck y'all. I quit. man. They say, then they call him my wife. They say my wife used to be a man. I mean, it's just a whole bad situation. Right. Yep. There was not much happening in WCW at the time. Besides, yeah, you got the library, but I mean, oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. That was a rough time. That was a and that, what I seen somebody make a video on how they would do the invasion, and the way that they explained it is that maybe they should have. I mean, I know when you strike, when you buy it, you acquired it, but maybe they should have waited a little bit for these contracts to maybe come up to where. But at the end, in the end, you got everybody you wanted. Can you buy me one? Right. So then, I mean, that it comes down to a money situation. Like, do you buy out the contracts? Do you pay them more? Like, that would have been a lot of money spent. You know. I mean, you got to think, and most of these guys were old and at the end of their career to where they weren't going to have long left. Even Hogan, I know he had the back surgeries and was trying to hang on as long as he could, but yeah, right, exactly, exactly. Well, that was still during a time where you looked at it and you still believed in the reality of the situation of kayfabe a little bit. The internet was just now getting pretty hot during that time. No, no, absolutely not. Exactly, exactly, right. Yeah, Yeah. Well, I mean, and it could have. They tried to restart the whole WCW thing. They was going to bring WCW as opposed to ECW, and we see how that fell kind of flat on its ass there with Booker T and Buff Bagwell. I mean, and it just it. I would have liked to see a revival, but would it really had been worth it? I mean, it just it nah, it didn't work out. Mm, yeah. And during that time when they crossed over is when you had the John Cena's blowing up. You had the Kurt Angles. You had Undertaker and Kane. You had Chris Jericho who had done crossed over and was a big star. I mean, you had a lot going on during that time and bringing in, yeah, yeah, Chris Benoit. Whoops, but I still say to today during that return, a lot of people said they would have booked the NWO a lot better, but people made their minds up with that Rock and Hogan match that they wasn't going to put up with that. They wanted to see their old Hulk Hogan back, and that was probably one of his best runs, probably since the late '80s, early '90s. Right, and people didn't want to see. They didn't want to see Hollywood. They wanted. And they wanted that, and when he came out with the Voodoo Child and everything, people went ballistic. Seeing him in the red and yellow, he had a title run. And it could have lasted a little bit longer. I think at least maybe 3 months, but it didn't need to go too long. He's old. Right. Hmm. Yeah. Look at us. Exactly. Hmm. I mean, and that's whatever every logical thing in life. I mean, you look at sports. Hey, I like the Dallas Cowboys. You might like the Redskins. So what? That's my team. All right. Same thing with everything. The MLB, whatever. I like the Cowboys still myself. I just wish they something would happen because it ain't working. It still ain't working. Are you saying Jerry Jones may be the Vince McMahon of the NFL? Exactly. Hmm. Right. He's the owner. I don't think anyone besides an absolute just rage cowboy hater would say the same. Like, can y'all not get out of the first round of the playoffs? I mean, good, good God. Right, just one playoff game. Another one that I was looking at for the Super Bowl this year, which I watched it, and it was a good game. It was a damn good game, honestly. Some people say the NFL is rigged. I don't know if it's rigged, and it was rigged very nicely in the Super Bowl this year, I guess. But so much, so much. But whatever, whatever. I see it all the time. I see it all the time. The writers did terrible this time. I mean, and it's it sucks because I'm not a big conspiracy theorist type, but at the same time, with how much you get lied to, I can understand where people can become conspiracy theorists. Oh, we've definitely, I might get canceled this, but we've definitely caught our government lying to us. Watch some videos. I feel you. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of songs, I'm about to listen to that new Eminem album. Just saying. I'm gonna say this, and I'm not trying to sound no type of way, but the amount of younger generation. This includes white as well, but a dominant amount of younger Black Americans that I've seen that like the shit talk Eminem. I feel like that's coming off a stem of the hatred towards. Yeah, no. What's up? I mean, you go back and listen. I'm still vibe to that. I'm sorry. I'm like, hi, my name. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. But Dale Earnhardt was that man though, son. No, right, same. Yeah, right, right. it's right. I think a lot of it is a generational thing and being a young thing as well. Being young, because when I was younger, now I had a little bit more, pardon, a little more respect for music growing up. But I remember listening to my generation of music in the 2000s, there late 90s, 2000s, mid 2000s, so on, so forth, and like that exactly. You didn't have a crowd telling you how your opinion needed to be. Right. I remember those days. Yep. Here's the thing where I do love how technology has improved. I had the last CD that I did buy was the Carter Three and was Recovery by Eminem back in 2010. So, but as far as the Eminem thing goes and music, I mean, I think it's a generational thing, obviously. But imagine in 10 years these kids saying this was ass or ah is ah as they say now. I don't know what ah is, but or trash or whatever. These kids are going to look back and listen to our music or even prior generation music, and they're gonna be like, you know what, this is actually pretty good. I like this. Than I like this better than today's music that my kids are listening to. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. I totally agree with that. The only Lil in the game I'll listen to is Lil Wayne. Yeah. Mm, it's not for me. Hmm. So would I rather watch an Orange Cassidy or whoever pop off a few new that's out there doing their thing today? Would I rather watch their matches as opposed to rewatching Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior or Kevin Nash and Goldberg, for Christ's sake? I'd rather watch them. Yeah. Shit, probably under the age of 30. Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's understandable. I get it. That's just like you might think LeBron's better, or you might think someone's better than LeBron, but the truth is, Michael Jordan's still that dude, bro. He is the face of the NBA, and he always will be. We're 2 generations past Michael Jordan. But when you start showing them clips, they're like, damn, this dude was actually good. Maybe I shouldn't listen to the internet. Yeah. When I when I watched Michael Jordan slam dunk over, and it was just a one-handed regular dunk, power dunk over Matumbo, I literally leaped out of my seat and screamed. No, no, yeah, he is. Yeah, and again, congratulations to the new shooters of today. Like, look at Curry. You know, look at him. Probably one of the best shooters of all time. Before he can put it in the just put it in anywhere. It may not. Yes. Yeah. No. And that's where when you compare, like, especially when you look at the deep shooters, like a 3 point shooter like Stephen Curry, and then you look at Larry Bird, I put still Larry Bird over Stephen Curry. I do. Again, great shot, but the defense in today's NBA ain't the same. Yeah. Yeah. Now I have some today's stars like Giannis is in one of my top fives that I'd put that. Hey, man's a beast and he's working to try to be better. I respect that. Um, oh God, I can't think of his name. The white boy, the one that loves the horses. They just won the championship. It's slipping my mind. I done hit that green too much. Uh, they just won the damn NBA championship. Man loves horses. He looks at the NBA as a job. Not no no. Oh my God, it's gonna kill me because when I get off here, I'm gonna be so mad that I sound stupid because I can't think of his name. But I respect him a lot because he goes in there. He's got an all-around game. He's powerful in the paint. Like, I know you know who I'm talking about. Oh boy, he's one I respect that I'd put in a top five. No. This is white dude. Foreign white dude. John Cena is on SmackDown. No, I thought. Oh, okay, you killed me with the music. I heard the music. I was about to get happy. But I mean, the same goes with like everything in the aspect of life. Like we look at the old school versus new school. We're the unks. I'm 37. You're a little bit older than me, but we gonna be both classified in the same thing. Like we unk. That's the answer. We old. We don't know nothing. Right. 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 Now I feel stupid. Nikola Jokic. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Mr. Horseman. I mean, and again, Giannis is a foreign guy himself, so them guys they balling hard, they killing it. Now these are guys that could go back in the day and do something. No, no, yeah. Again, talking about life, man. You know, maybe we just need to call this the Front Row Podcast. I don't know. We talk mostly wrestling, but you know, we get on about other stuff. I'm trying. I'm trying. I mean, we just now got a new banner, so we doing stuff. Got a mic, got a better webcam, got a green screen, making moves. Got earphones. I'm speaking Puerto Rico like a motherfucker. Nobody's gonna understand, but promise you, it was worth the story. I'm gonna finish SmackDown. You know, I'm gonna enjoy it. It was always, as always, it's been a pleasure. I'm gonna jump on the game here after SmackDown, but I'm also gonna. I've heard two tracks. We get back to a little bit of music here. I've heard two tracks off of Eminem's new album. It was the first track, and of course, everybody's heard the one he released a few weeks ago. And is it the best thing I've ever heard from him? No, but him taking a stab at the current industry is where it makes sense from what I've heard so far. So I understand. It's probably so much number one, top tier, better. And Lil Wayne could come out with a new album now, and it would sound better than anything that I've heard. Yes. Yep. I'll give my opinion on Eminem's new album later again. But here's another thing: when you talk about, I mean, the same thing goes for every aspect, especially wrestling. Like when you got an artist that's been out since 1999, you can keep making good music, but are you really going to recapture the Marshall Mathers two or the Marshall Mathers LP or the or the first album? I mean, exactly. I think no. I'm gonna tell you one. They all sound alike. I'm gonna tell you when I listened to the two tracks I heard of Eminem, it sounded different, and I was like, "That's a little bit of a fresh breath of air that finally somebody made something a little different." Now, a lot of this young generation might say, "Oh no, that's gross. Why he being like that? Cancel culture." Because we tired of y'all shit. Shut the fuck up. It all sounds the same. It all sounds the same. Me being multifaceted in music, I'd like to think. I know I'm not an expert or anything, but a lot of reason, even with this last Eminem song that he brought out, that was sampled from the Steve Miller Band. And Eminem does a lot of that sampling from like old classic rock songs or old hip hop songs. And you hear a lot of old school rappers doing that or whatnot. And that, I like that. I like when they sample from stuff like that. Right. Right. I knew what it was. And whoever made that beat, I'm not criticizing you at all. I love it because that is Toto. That is Toto. That dun, 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 dun. Yes. Hmm. Bro, I'll tell you this. And a great example of like how old sampling is that I know you've probably heard House of the Rising Sun. Ding, 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 ding. You know, it's nostalgia for being in like mafia films, but that is not their original song. That is actually them covering that song from the original. They sampled that and took it and wrote their own version of it. And that's been used several times and it's still one of the most creepy nostalgic, cool vibe ass like I'm a bust your ass songs, you know? And it revolves back around wrestling because some of those samples of storylines that you see today is stuff that you younger fans might not have ever seen, and we've seen it before. That's why I love the WWE, what they're doing now. Yep. Yeah. Liv Morgan, however, is going to be a fucking grand slam when they move to Netflix. I just have a feeling. She's already fucking killing it, but it is still a live TV show. There is, yes. I think you're gonna get a lot more explicitness, but not. Yeah, no. But you're gonna see a little more. You're gonna see a little more humor, adult humor, and whatnot. Violence. Yeah, exactly. No. Naomi finally wins a match. Sorry. Yeah. Really, look, I mean, the yeah, you'll get a little more edginess, I think, but the major thing with this is like the business move aspect of it that everybody is going to streaming. Nobody, cable is dying. Yeah, yeah, and it's about that everywhere. Even Spectrum is making changes. We just picked up this new Spectrum. I forgot what I think it's called Xzoom or something like that. But they got all your streaming services there, and they let you have live TV as well. So even Spectrum has picked up on like we better make a change, otherwise all we're going to be known for is internet. And a lot of people don't like our fucking internet. So right, because I'm telling you, once fiber optic internet reaches everybody, they're dead too. Right. Well, with my last thought here, I will go back on something you just said. Um, you would think if they caught the curtain call with Razor Ramon and Diesel and uh, Hunter Hearst Helmsley at the time and Shawn Michaels all hugging each other, they got that on film. You would have think somebody would have been sitting there in 1999 and caught that fall. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's all I got. I'm muting myself for you. It's all good. It's because you deserve to be pissed on, probably. Yes. Good. If you're around later this weekend, we might be back, or if not, we'll be back next week. I enjoy either Friday or Saturday. I always enjoy it. Till next time, thank you everybody for joining on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube.